Welcome back, everybody. It's Russ with RWResearch.com, and here comes the guys on the mopeds again, or dirt bikes. So look, the question was, does the suspension on the front of this fit on the front of that, and vice versa? The only good way to tell is to take the whole tire off. So I've put almost 1,000 miles on this car. That's almost as much as the battery had when I originally got it. So far, so good. Everything seems to be functioning well. I'm content. Now, see if we can get the ride to be better, because this car has 93,000 miles on it, and I want it to be smoother. So, here we go. We're going to do some time lapsing. The boys are in the desert, otherwise they'd be here helping me. Malachi's not feeling well, so he's laying down. It's just me. So let's get to work. I'm going to do some time lapsing, taking this stuff off, and then we'll find out if we can successfully switch the front suspensions over. Alright, it's really windy today. Sorry about that. But we've got two brackets here, one going here. We've got this mount for the sway bar linkage. We've got a spring, we've got a boot, and we've got a mounting point up there. 3 points on the top. And then if you look up here, we can't see a whole lot, but we'll get into that in a minute. But it should be alright. So just looking at it, looks exactly the same. I'm almost wondering if the difference is actually the amount of pressure in the strut, in the shock, in the strut. So there's a part number on the other one. There's a part number here. Let's see if they're the same. But you got this bracket, this bracket, this bracket. They look like they're all in the exact same spot. This guy, I literally don't see any difference. This is pretty messed up. So same thing up there. 3 points of mounting. My guess is it's going to fit just fine. So I think we should take these off. It should literally be this bolt, those 3 bolts up there, and these 2 bolts, and then pop all these off and literally switch it out. It should be that straightforward. I don't know if it's compressed into here or what. We'll figure that out later. So to me they look the same. I'm going to try to see the part numbers. Alright, so here's the top. You can see there's just 3 bolts in there. Probably gonna 1, 2, 3. It's exactly the same. They're both the same. So, looks like to me we're going to just grab some wrenches and get to work. See if we can get one of these switched out. It's really bad sunshine today, so sorry. You get what you get, it's bad footage. Strut. Sorry, the time lapse got a little bit of autofocus whacked out there. But, you know, you get what you get. Camera does that sometimes. $54.01 something something something. So it's obviously a little bit different, but it's basically the same. Yep, it looks the same to me. I'm guessing it's a weight distribution thing, because the battery, I believe, is heavier in that car, and that car's weight is different. It's got to be better than this. Alright, let's see if we can tear this one apart. That one was not too bad. The only thing that was really difficult was this torsion bar. The whatever you call it, torsion bar. I forgot the name. Anyway, counteracting torsion bar. What the heck is it called? I feel like an idiot because I forgot, but anyway. That was the only part that was a little bit difficult because it wanted to spring up and pull up really high. Well, let's just take this one apart. Here we go. Let's see if the autofocus works this time. Okay, about to drop it off, but before I do that, I wanted to show you something. Check this out. That's literally water. See it running out of there? It literally rained the other day, and this has water in it. So guess what? I happen to have a whole brand new one. So we'll probably be switching that out. But I'm about to drop this thing out. It's loose, and we'll double check they're really actually 100% the same. Oh, sun or the shade? Let's go to the sun. Go to the sun. Oh. Okay. So, interestingly, it is a known problem that water goes straight in here and sits on top of these and can rust them out. So, you can see this one has not very much rust, but if I was in a much wetter location, it would be. So people 3D print a little cap for these. This one actually looks like it has some sealant around it. That one does not. Well, as far as I can tell, of course, besides this, these literally look identical. They do have different part numbers on them, but I'm guessing that might be just the gas, amount of gas. So, I'm going to take off the tie rod. That's what it's called. No, it's not. Well, yeah, it is, but this tie rod, though. I'm going to try to take that off down there. It's a real pain in the butt to get to. While I got this shock out, it's a little easier to get to. It's really tight. We'll see if we can get that off, and then I'll see if it's the same length. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I think the whole suspension on these cars are identical. The other thing, though, is like that. So, I'll probably keep these arms in case I need to replace them. But right now, that's what we got. I am going to check the brakes and all the fun things, and, you know, if I need to, I can switch them out. But these are probably never been changed. They barely have any wear in. Because that's what electric cars do. They regen the power. Alright. Watch me struggle some more. Here we go. Very, very dirty. So check it out. That fit perfect. All the clips, all the things, all the stuff. It literally fit perfect. So, I also got the new tie rod to the torque transmitter. But yeah, this is... I mean, it's still working, and it doesn't rain enough to rust in there, but if it got wet a lot, it's going to cause a problem. So I'm glad I basically have a brand new one. That's funny to me. I guess I should let that dry out, huh? Because I am going to put these back on that car just to have them back on the car so I can move the car and drive the car, do the things with the car. That was a real pain to get up in here, but it worked. Alright, I'm going to finish putting this back together and put the other one back on. Woo! Fun times. Well, it's back together. Good job, everyone. It wasn't so bad, but yeah, this thing must be sitting different because the torsion bar up here was having a hard time. Check this out. So this is totally different. On the other car, there's a crown nut here with a pin in it that's bent around. This one's actually pressed in like this, which I found interesting. So if you have to replace the bearing in here, you gotta like unpress it, and then maybe it comes with a new nut, but you have a special tool for that. I don't know. Brakes on here are obviously brand new, like legitimately. The question I have is, does it have the same brake pads and calipers, and how worn out are mine, and so forth and so on. Mine appear, from what I can tell, to be quite good still. Can't see crap in there, keep hitting my head on stuff, so I'm gonna quit looking in there, it really hurts. But see the crown nut here? And the, actually it's a regular nut with a crown extension and then a nut. So on the other side of the car, I had to take this off, lubricate everything in there, and put it back together. It was like a service bulletin recall thing. I can't believe this is like almost nothing. I'm sure that these brakes have never been changed. Could be wrong, but because you're using so much regenerative braking, you don't have to service these. Hardly ever. Almost the entire length of the car. I know one guy, he said he went 60,000 miles without ever having to have brake pads. And to wear a rotor down is almost impossible. I can go through 3 or 4 brake pads before I have to replace the rotors in my van. Maybe 2 or 3, but either way. So we got this on there. We got it all back together. I did put this button in here. I stole the one off that car because that one's gone too. So I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures and then put that back together. And I don't have time today to do the other side. So I might just, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. Should have made this video about how to change your front struts on your Nissan Leaf. Because really they're the same on both these cars. Well, I ain't got enough time to finish the rest of this today. I was going to switch the tires around, but I really got to do that on flat ground. The car's going to fall over if I take more than one tire off. So the cool news is that do the parts fit? Yes. Do they have the same part number? No. Why? I think it's just the amount of pressure on the gas spring. Honestly, that's what I think. So we'll be doing the other front one and the other front one tomorrow. I don't have time today. I'm going to clean up this mess. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then, of course, we're going to do the back. So the back is interesting. There is a strut that looks like here, and then a shock on the bottom. So, yeah, we'll do them both. I think that's how it is. So, stare into the sun. Great fun. I can rhyme on a dime. And there's a Corvette. Ooh! I do like the C8s. They look pretty slick. Maybe I should grab one of those at an auction. Put all the parts in the electric for that one. Switch it over. That or just buy an E-Ray. You buy none of those. Too expensive. The trash blowing around. It is windier than heck lately. So here's what I'm going to do. It's going to be some music and time lapse. We're going to go ahead and get this one done. And then that's it. We're also going to do the back in this video. I don't know why we wouldn't, but I'm going to time lapse most of it and just sit back, get a bag of popcorn, chips, favorite snack, whatever that looks like for you. Let's do it tomorrow. Here we go. It's bright and early, everybody. We just missed all the birds. All the birds just went to chirping. So there's one. Here we are. Guess what we're going to do today? We're going to finish the suspension here and the back. So I've pulled this one over here, which we've stripped a bunch of parts off of already. That way I can get easy access to this side of the car with this very nasty bent rim. Yep, we're gonna switch it out. So most of this is gonna be time lapse. We already did the other side. You know what to expect. Let's just see if I can get some better footage. It's a little overcast today, so maybe the camera contrast won't be so bright. We can see a little better. Here we go. Alright, we got these things out. The birdies are out here with us. Hear them, I should say. We put these far enough apart where the shadows don't interrupt with each other. So, as far as I can see, they're identical. And I'm super glad that I am fixing these, because that's a problem. It's actually quite funny. And as far as the sway bar linkages, which I could not remember the name of last time, they also look identical. So the old one here, pretty stiff. It's got a hole in it. This side is like it's like flopping around. These kind of stay stiff. You know, when you put them somewhere, they stay. So I can tell they're pretty worn out. But yeah, they are literally identical. I don't know if these are the same part number. I didn't look them up, but these are definitely not the same part number. And I don't fully understand the difference. "4C16. That looks like a date code. This one says 4E12. So this one has the part number on it. 54303 3NF1A. That's the part number of this. This, apparently, this is the part number. Whoa. I'm glad I caught that. That guy flew right next to me and he landed right here on my mat. I'm telling you, the birds love me. Yeah, there's no other part number in here that I can see unless they put it somewhere else. So it's probably here, which if you look this part up for a 2025, it don't match. This is a part number. It is 5401055SA0A. So not the same part number. But if you set them side by side, the brackets are the same. The mounting points are the same. The distances are the same. The springs, who knows? The shock pressure, who knows? The tops, they're the same. So I don't really know why they changed part number, but now it's time to put the good on the bad and the bad on the good. So more time lapse for you. I tell you what though, getting in here with the motor on this side, what a real pain. This wire is here, there's hoses going through that side. These are, you can't lift this up like I could the other side. So I had to get in there with a hand wrench, which is fine. It's easier with the electric ratchet. Okay. Let's put it back together. You have a headache, Elijah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How much water you drank lately?
Blue Tesla.
Sounds terrible. How much water you drank lately?
Not a lot.
Yeah. It says salty boy. If you had more salt in you, you'd be less. You'd have more water in you. So, what do you think about the front?
I don't know.
It's not hard though, is it? Surprisingly. Look at the back. So the back just has one shock. See it there? It goes all the way down to the bottom, and then there's one spring. And I popped off the rubber cap in here. It's literally just that. Surely that can't be that hard. However, we took the panels out of this one already. So what's kind of cool is go over there on that one, and you can see they have like a little dust cap. See the dust cap? It's just like a little cover. So apparently, it's as easy as, I cannot get that off. It's as easy as popping those off, and then you can reach your wrench in there. You don't have to take any of the car parts off. The question is, how am I going to jack this up? Ooh, dribbles. That looks like it's from the van. It's the only thing that gets parked here. That's not good. Oh, see the one bolt right there? Literally, that's it. That bolt, and the top bolt, and you're done. Can't even get a socket on this side. It hits the tube. So do we switch the springs out too? In case it's a different weight. Probably should. Alright, well, we'll get set up. We'll figure out what the heck we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. Do you know what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then why don't you just get it done? I'm gonna go take a break.
I have a headache.
Yeah, I know. Let's go get you something to drink. Alright, boys and girls. To the backs. See what we can get. Well, Elijah, I hate to say it, but that felt too easy.
Yeah.
You think the other side's gonna go the same? You better say yes. You better say yes. It has to. Oh, I hope so. You know, we're not dealing with rusty old buckets on the side of the ocean, so luckily these cars are in good shape, rust-wise. So here's our parts. We did find this one little rubber boot is damaged because Elijah found smoked the side of the car, didn't it? So we need to check that one. We need to take that apart and make sure it's not bent. It's probably not, but who knows? We'll double check it. So we've got that one sitting on a tire and 2 jacks. And I went and borrowed a jack from my neighbors, or sorry, jack stands from my neighbors. So we can do the exact same thing to this car we just did to that car. And we are going to switch the springs out. So while I've got this camera rolling normally, let's just pop this back off and verify that this thing is not bent. Because that side got hit pretty hard. Is it a little bent?
Kind of.
I was going to say, it does to me, kind of, doesn't it? Let's do this. Let's roll it.
Oh, yeah, it's bent.
I don't know. It's not bad.
It's bent, but not bad.
Oh, I see. It's like got a teeny tiny little bow, doesn't it?
It's just barely.
Does it still shock? And does it still absorb? So Elijah, since I'm got this apart, here's how this works. See how it's going out real slow? So the spring is the part that takes up the movement. Okay. What this does is it only allows it to move so far so fast. This is a dampener. So the spring, if you do it right, it'll just start bouncing like this. You know what I'm saying? It'll just start going blah, blah, blah. This is going nice and gentle. I don't know if the camera really picked that up, but so watch. If I push real hard, it only goes a little bit. See that? Mm-hmm. If I go real far, it'll go all the way. Mm-hmm. And if I let it go, it'll go real slow. So the spring allows it to move a bunch. This allows it to move less, and together they create a balance where they work together. So we'll see if the other ones are this smooth. Okay, let's see if we can get the other side that easy. I'm kind of curious why that was so easy, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, boys and girls, here we are. We'll check and see if the springs are any different, but check out these shocks. They barely moving. That's pretty bad. These ones, they come out pretty well instantly. Let's try it all the way in. Oh, I can't go any further. Oh yeah, much better. So let's see, these do have part numbers on them, but visually, they're probably identical. Are they spun the wrong way? Oh, that one is actually, these are actually spun a different direction. No, they're not. I'm just being silly. They look like they're the exact same, and they probably are. Part number 550205SA0A. So we'll see if that part number is interchangeable with 2015. I didn't look for the springs. Now I know the I know that this 62 kilowatt hour battery does have different springs, and you do need to switch them out. I believe that's for the front and the back, but for sure the back. I know that for a fact. So since I'm using 24 and 40, we should be fine. But I think it'll ride better with the same suspension on this car, just because I think the battery is a little bit heavier. Okay, well, let's put it back together. Alright, boys and girls, I've used all of the battery in my camera to time-lapse this entire thing. Success! Switched over the suspension for the front, suspension for the back. Now it's time to go for a drive after I charge this camera. I'll tell you if it feels any different or not. Surely it does. Surely it does. So, whew. See you in a few minutes. Got to clean this up too.
Alright guys, testing out this new microphone. I got fans blowing in the background, the computer's making noise. My son bought this microphone for $1. I hope it sounds good. So, yeah, basically, I'm going to put the rest of this in the next video where we bring it in and get it aligned and do some other stuff, because this video is already really long. So if you got any questions, comments, leave them down in the you know, doodly doo dots down there where you leave comments and stuff. Let me know what you think about this video. And surprisingly, all the parts fit on this car. How about that? Alright, we'll see you in the next one. God bless, have a good day, and as always, read the Bible more. Later.